All right, so for today, you need, again, a chair or like a couch or something, whatever you have available, or a stool, because yeah, we're gonna be using that a little bit. We're gonna be doing our typical 45 seconds on, 15 seconds burner or rest. We're gonna do 4 exercises in 1 circuit, so there's gonna be 3 circuits. And yeah, we're gonna do the 1 exercise twice, and then we'll go on to the next, make our way down, and then start at the top. And yeah, just the usual. Make sure you have a mat and at least 2 dumbbells. And if you have heavier dumbbells, grab them. Because again, this is a lift class. We're trying to lift a little heavier, and we'll get started. So we'll start with a warm up. Okay, and everyone can hear me okay, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, so we will start with a lunge and a twist. For our warm up, getting into that nice deep lunge, keeping our chest up while we twist, going back and forth. I'm so glad that we can start doing like exercises outside because the weather is so nice. Great job. All right, now we're gonna get into our squats. We're gonna get a nice deep squat and then reach up. Reach up. Good job, get that nice stretch. Getting nice and low, wide squat. Amazing. All right, we're gonna stay in that nice wide stance. Put our hands together. We're gonna do a giant circle. Good job. All right, and we'll switch directions. Amazing. All right, now I'm gonna have you bring one leg out, and we're gonna do scoops. We're just gonna alternate, getting that nice hamstring stretch. We'll definitely be working our hamstrings today, so it's important. Just going back and forth. All right, now I'll get you to do your knee raise with a push, and just going back and forth, emphasizing that push. Great job. All right, now we're gonna bring our hips back. We're gonna open up our hips, bring that leg back, and now we're pulling. Trying to bring those shoulder blades together and really emphasize the movement. We'll do 2 more. All right, now we're gonna get into our inchworm. So standing up, we're gonna go all the way down, and then chest open, coming back up, opening up on the other side. And now this time, doing our inchworm, we're gonna do a push up, and then coming back. And we're gonna do 1 more of those, all the way down. All right, hopefully you guys are feeling warmed up. I'm just gonna pin my video. Okay. So the first circuit, we're gonna be using that chair. So I'm gonna do a split squat. The second exercise we're gonna be doing, I'll show you, it's a lot, like it's a combo of things. So we're gonna be doing a hip bridge with a bench press and then a fly. The third one we'll be doing a single arm row. And the fourth one we'll be doing a crunch, but we're gonna have our legs on the seat. So I'll show you that one as well. And we will get started. So make sure you have your water. I'm gonna take my glasses off. All right,
Starting
so
your top workout.
grab
Get
your
ready.
weight if you want. I'm not gonna use weight for this one.
Exercise.
So really make sure that you're stepping out far enough. When you go down, make sure your knee is not passing your toe. So you really want that depth. If you want to use weight, you can hold your dumbbell in front of you, or the leg that's up, that arm, you can hold the weight there, just at the side. But really try and keep that chest up, looking forward. Getting nice and low. It's all about making sure you're really isolating leg and keeping your balance.
Rest.
All right, I'm gonna do some jumping jacks from my burner. So this next one will be switching legs.
Exercise.
And again, just make sure you're out far enough, having that nice balance. If you need to hold on to a wall or like a railing, that's totally fine. We're getting nice and low, getting that nice depth. Either holding your weight on the side or in front of you. And taking your time. A 10 more seconds. Make sure you're breathing.
Rest.
All right, so now we're doing our glute bridge with the bench press and the fly. So if you want, you can grab your band. You can even use
Exercise.
You can use your chair if you want to get more of a depth, but have that band just above your knees. So you're gonna do a fly, keeping your arms fairly straight, and when you come back up, that's when you're gonna do the bench press. Okay? And doing the press, fly, press, keeping those hips up. If you want to work your abs more, you can keep your legs up like this, or you can have like a hover. There we go.
Rest.
So for my burner, I think I'm just gonna do some scissors. I'm a little too close to the bench here. But try to keep your legs straight.
Exercise.
So if you want to have like more depth in your bridge, go right by your chair, bring your hips up, doing your bench press, and then your fly. If it hurts your neck, just bring your feet on the ground. Really try and keep those hips up. And of course, make sure you're breathing. Just give like your elbows a nice tap when you're bringing it down for the bench press.
Rest.
Okay. So now grab a heavier weight if you have one. We're gonna hinge at our hips. The leg, you're gonna use the arm opposite to the leg that's out in
Exercise.
front. Keeping that back nice and straight. We're just gonna do a row, just a narrow row. So elbow right beside your body. So the main thing is just really keeping your back straight. job, everyone. Making sure you're extending that arm fully. Bring it back. Keeping that core nice and strong so you're not kind of wavering. Great job. 5 more.
Rest.
Alright, I'm gonna do some high knees for my burner. So we'll be switching sides. Next round.
Exercise.
Okay, so I'm gonna have my right leg in front. I'm gonna be using my left arm. Back nice and straight again. And then coming up with my weight. Amazing. Elbow just at your side. Yeah, 12 more seconds. Good job.
Rest.
All right, so you're gonna be on your mat again. You're gonna actually put your feet on the bench. You can have your calves on if you want. We're gonna be doing crunches. So you
Exercise.
can either cross your arms and come up, or you can have your hands kind of just on the side of your head. But you don't want to interlock your fingers behind your head. It's just way easier to kind of pull at your neck and injure your neck. We don't want that, so I usually just put my hands on my ears. Great job. You got 10 more seconds.
Rest.
Okay, I'm gonna do some ins and outs. Continue on with the abs, get an extra burn.
Exercise.
Okay, we're back doing our sit-ups or try the crunch. With the crunch, you're just kind of coming up halfway. But I'm gonna be doing a sit-up and just tapping my elbows to my knees. Great job. And again, you don't have to go super fast with this one. Stay nice and controlled. Amazing. You got 10 more seconds.
Rest.
All right, so we're back at the top. We're gonna be doing our split squat, so grab your weights if you like. Get that leg ready. Make sure you're far enough out.
Exercise.
Going down and making sure that knee is not passing your toe. And if you need to hold on to something, that's totally fine. I'll let you know when you're halfway, and then we'll switch legs. Really getting nice and low. All right, you're halfway, switch legs. Great job. Get as low as you can. Get that nice stretch in too. 5 more.
Rest.
All right, grab your weights and your mat. So again, you can do the glute bridge just on the ground, or you can use your chair or stool, whatever you have. Just make
Exercise.
sure your butt's nice and close to the bench if you're using it. Keeping those hips nice and high. Doing our bench press and then fly. Just alternating. Use your band if you like. Amazing. Keep it up. Got 12 seconds to go. Keep those arms only very slightly bent when you're doing the fly.
Rest.
Okay, so we're back doing our row. So grabbing your heavier weight. I'm gonna start with my right arm, so my left leg's gonna be out.
Exercise.
Keeping that back nice and straight. Coming in, making sure your core is nice and strong. So you're not moving while you're bringing your weight up. So your back leg can stay straight. That's totally fine. All right, you're halfway, switch sides. Amazing. You're doing great. 6 more seconds.
Rest.
All right, so now we're back on our mat with our feet up on the chair. If you don't have the chair, that's okay. Just try to keep your legs up in the air.
Exercise.
So going up, just tapping your shoulders, tapping your knees to your elbows. I find that's like a good reference point. Great job. Need my mat a little closer. There we go. You want your legs to be close to like a 90 degrees. If it's not, it's okay. We got 10 more seconds. Great job.
Rest.
All right, grab some water.
Workout paused.
And while you're taking a break, make sure you're still moving around a little bit. So, I'll show you the next 4 circuits. So, we're gonna be doing hamstring walkouts, so just follow my lead for that one. The second exercise, again, it's just kind of like a combo. We're gonna be doing a fly, bringing our shoulders up into a press and coming back down. Again, I'll show you when that one comes. We're gonna be doing like a calf raise with a shoulder shrug, so I'll show you that one. And then the 4th one will be windshield wipers, which I will remind you which that one is. It's been a while since we've done that. So yeah, is everyone ready for our next circuit? Okay, we'll get started. Okay. So first
Resuming
one,
your Tabata
the
workout.
hamstring walkout. So make sure you have enough space. So you're gonna be on your back. So you're gonna start with
Exercise.
your hips up, bringing your leg out. Keep those hips up, and then bring your heels back in. I always use my heels as the point of contact, and you want to switch legs going out each time and coming back in. So just kind of alternating legs, making sure your hips stay up the whole time. If you're really feeling it in your hamstrings, just go out a little ways and then come back. The farther you go out, the more you're gonna feel it. Great job.
Rest.
Okay, for my burner, I'm just gonna do some reverse crunches. So just staying on my mat.
Exercise.
Okay, and we're back to our hamstring walkouts. You can hold a weight if you want on your hips. Sometimes some weight will help if it's too easy, but I always feel like I never need weight for this one. Great job. Got 10 more seconds. Make sure you're continuing to breathe throughout.
Rest.
Okay, so grab, I would say lighter weights. We're gonna be standing up. So for this one, it's gonna be a nice shoulder one. So you're gonna keep your arms at 90. You're gonna bring them up. You're gonna turn them forward so your palms are facing forward, and then you're pressing up. And when you come down, back at that 90, bring them back down, palms facing the floor, and then facing each other. So make sure you're taking your time. I know this is quite the coordination one. Make sure you're doing it properly. It's a nice killer shoulders. Make sure you're keeping that core nice and strong. It's not wavering.
Rest.
So I'm gonna be doing skipping from my burner. Great job.
Exercise.
So grabbing our weight again. Arms at 90. Coming up, turning, pressing up. So just take your time. You start speeding up once you get it. But I want to make sure you're doing it properly. Amazing job. 12 to go. Almost there.
Rest.
All right, so for the next one, if you have a little step, by all means go for it. We're gonna be doing a calf raise, so just bring our calves up and then back down, and then you're gonna do a shoulder shrug. So technically,
Exercise.
going on your tippy toes, come back down, shoulder shrug. So if you have heavier weights, definitely use them. So you're really feeling it in your calves. I find if you have a step, that's really helpful in just isolating your calves more. With the shoulder shrug, you can definitely use a little more weight to that one. Amazing job.
Rest.
All right, so we're gonna do skater lunges. So just make sure you have enough space. It's my burner. Just floating side to side.
Exercise.
Okay, I'm grabbing my weight. If you have to use a railing, that's okay. So you're doing the shoulder shrug when your feet are flat. Amazing, you're halfway. Keep pushing. Ten more seconds.
Rest.
Okay, so for this one, the windshield wipers, make sure you have a ton of space. So your legs are gonna be going side to side. So I'm actually gonna go at an angle, so hopefully you guys can see me. So for this one, I find the best way
Exercise.
to do it, you're gonna start flat on your back. I like to keep my hands directly at my sides, keeping my legs up nice and straight, bringing them down, and then coming up and down. So just going side to side. If that's too much, bend your knees, and you can modify with your knees bent. Going back and forth. But try the straight legs and see how it feels. Great job.
Rest.
Okay, I'm gonna do some Russian twists for my burner. Continue on with the abs. Amazing job.
Exercise.
Okay, you're back. Doing your windshield wipers. You can also try having your hands kind of under your butt. I find it a little more difficult doing that. I can't get down quite as far. So I always just keep my hands to the side. Kind of straight on. And again, if it's too much, just bend your knees. And go back and forth just like that. Amazing job, got 10 more seconds.
Rest.
Okay, so we're back at the top with our hamstring walkouts. So flat on our back. Wait till the timer starts. Bring your hips up.
Exercise.
And walking those legs as far as you can while keeping your hips up. And making sure you alternate those legs. And again, if it's too much on the hamstrings, don't go as far. Just go out a little bit. Amazing, you're 15 seconds away. So I always just keep my hands on my stomach, but you can just keep them to the side too.
Rest.
Okay, so we're back to our shoulder exercise. So start with your 90. See?
Exercise.
Bringing them up to lateral and then pressing straight on. So bring it back down, up. Take your time if you need to get into that rhythm again. Amazing. Keep that core strong so you're not moving. Should just be your arms that are moving. 10 more seconds, keep going.
Rest.
Okay, so grabbing your heavier weights for your calf raise and your shoulder shrugs. So just making sure you're still moving.
Exercise.
So getting on those tippy toes, coming back down, and doing your shrug. Good job. Doing amazing, you're halfway. Pushing, 10 more seconds. So really trying to bring those shoulders up towards your ears.
Rest.
Amazing. Okay, so now we're back on the ground doing our windshield wiper. So either bending your knees or keeping your legs straight and hands out to your side.
Exercise.
Keep my knees bent this time. We're just going back and forth. Always try keeping your legs straight for like half and switching. Amazing job, you're halfway. Just going back and forth. Really focusing on our posture and our form. So making sure our back is nice and flat on the mat when we're coming up.
Rest.
All right, grab some water.
Workout paused.
Keep moving while we're taking our break. So the last circuit, I think it's gonna be a fun one. So we're gonna be doing a reverse lunge with a bicep curl. Every time you're doing that reverse lunge, you're doing the bicep curl. The second exercise is called Scarecrows. I'll show you that one. It's working your triceps. The third one, we're gonna be doing surrenders with a push out. So I'll show you that one. And then the fourth, it's gonna be a killer ab one. We're gonna do a V hold with rotation. So again, I'll show you when it comes. But yeah, make sure you have your mat, you have lighter weights. And for your surrenders, try the heavier weights. But again, I'll show you. And weights for your bicep curls as well. Okay. We will get started.
Resuming your
Okay,
Tabata
so
workout.
grab the weights you're gonna use for your bicep curls. I'm just gonna move my mat totally out of the way here.
Exercise.
So every time you step back, make sure you're stepping back really nice and far. Getting in that nice deep lunge. Coming up, we're gonna switch legs every time. So you're doing the bicep curl when you're in that nice deep lunge. You're coming up. Make sure your chest is facing forward. You're not leaning towards the floor. Head up. You don't want your knee passing that toe, so that's why you want to get really far back. Amazing job.
Rest.
I'm gonna do some butt kicks from my burner.
Exercise.
Okay, so grabbing your weights again. Nice deep lunge. Alternating legs. Take your time to make sure you have your balance. Amazing, you're halfway. So when you're coming down, make sure those arms are nice and straight. Get that full range of the bicep curl as well.
Rest.
Okay, so for the Scarecrows, make sure you have lightweight. It's kind of, you might feel a little goofy, but it's a good one. You can keep your arms like this, kind of like lateral.
Exercise.
And then you're bringing them straight out. So keeping those knees slightly bent, arms out to the side, and then bring them straight. So this is definitely a tough one. So just do what you can. If it's too much, you can always do a bent over tricep extension as well. But try the Scarecrows. Feel those triceps burn.
Rest.
Okay, I'm gonna do some pulses. I love to work my legs, so I'm just gonna keep my weights in front of me.
Exercise.
Okay, so back to the Scarecrows. I'd even say like having like 2 or 3 pound weights for this one is perfect. I'm like struggling with fives right now, so great job. And take your time, make sure you're doing it properly. Breathing. Got 15 to go. You got this. Okay.
Rest.
So now we're doing our surrenders. So grab your mat. You're just gonna be going on your knees. Grab some weight. So just use one dumbbell. It's probably the easiest for this one. So,
Exercise.
I'm gonna keep it right in front of me. I'm gonna go down on my knees, coming back up, stay nice and low, and you're pressing out. I'm going out. And make sure you're alternating legs. You don't wanna come up on the same leg all the time. Good job. Stay nice and low. 10 seconds left.
Rest.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do a burner this one. I'm just gonna take a little break, but you can do a freestyle burner if you like. So
Exercise.
again, getting into that, bending your knees and coming up, low, and alternating that leg that you're coming up on, and keeping your chest up as well. Ooh, almost fell there. Take your time, make sure you're balanced. Amazing job, 12 to go.
Rest.
Okay, ooh, that was a tough one. We're gonna be doing our V-hold with rotations. So again, this one is a really tough one. So if you want, you can you bend your knees, but you want to go and try to keep your legs straight, and you're just rotating. Of course, I'm struggling right now, so try and keep those legs straight. If not bending, it's totally fine. And you're just rotating, nice and slow, back and forth. If you're able to straighten those legs, definitely go for it. Give it a try. It's definitely tough for people that aren't flexible. 10 seconds left.
Rest.
Okay, I'm gonna take another break, do another freestyle burner if you like.
Exercise.
Okay, so we're back. Bend those knees if you like. Just taking our time and really keeping our core nice and strong while we move back and forth. Amazing job. You're doing fantastic. You're almost there. 15 to go. Five more. Okay.
Rest.
Last round, we are back to our reverse lunge with our bicep curl. So grab your weights. So again,
Exercise.
making sure you're getting that really deep depth. And making sure your knee is not passing your toe. And taking your time so you're nice and balanced. Chest up. You're halfway. Great job. Ten more seconds. Okay,
Rest.
we're back to our scarecrows. So grab your lighter weight. You just keep moving around.
Exercise.
All right, so getting into that lateral position and then coming out, keeping those knees slightly bent. Amazing job. Keep pushing, you're almost done. 15 to go. Keep that core strong. 5 more. Okay,
Rest.
so we're back to our surrenders with the press. So having your dumbbell, you don't have to use weight if you don't want to. You
Exercise.
can simply just go down to your surrender and press out without a weight. That works too. Making sure we're switching each time. And staying low. Keep going, you're doing awesome. Got 12 seconds left. Five more.
Rest.
Amazing. Okay, last one. We do our V hold with our twist. Again, bend your knees if you need to, or if you can straighten them. That's very impressive.
Exercise.
So knees bent, just going side to side. It's like a modified V hold. Rotations. Great job. Amazing. 10 seconds left. Keep pushing, you're almost done.
Rest.
Whew, okay, we are all done. Oh my goodness.
Workout paused.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a stretch. It'll be really quick. If you can't stay, that's totally fine. Thank you for coming. And if you're gonna stay for the stretch, that's awesome. I'll be super quick because I know it's 10:44. So.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Yeah, no problem. So we're gonna cross our leg, we're gonna lean down and do our hamstring stretch. And just kind of letting everything release. And we're gonna switch legs. All right, now we're gonna wind our stance and just go back and forth nice and slow. And we're gonna stay and hold at our right side. And we'll slowly make over our way to our left and hold. And then we'll come into the middle and hold here. And we'll slowly come up. We're gonna grab our foot, our quad stretch. And we will bring our foot across to our knee and then sit. If you need to hold on to something, it's totally fine. Getting that nice hip stretch. And we'll switch sides. Grab our other foot. And we'll cross over, take a seat. Get that hip stretch. And we'll come up, we'll get our arm. You'll twist the wrist. And we'll switch. And we'll bring our arms up for our tricep stretch. And we'll switch. And we're gonna interlock our fingers from behind. And we'll do a chest stretch. Bring your chest up. If you have a door frame too, that's a good way to stretch your chest, just kind of holding onto the door frame. And lastly, if you have your chair still, or you have a railing, we're gonna hold. Get one last nice stretch in. And we'll come up. You're all done. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks, Rosie.
Yeah, I'll see you later.